thriving. Look at how happy the women are. And I'm not talking about, the girls who they want to sit around and gossip all day. And, those are girls. Those are, the women are and men are the solution-oriented, co-creating with themselves, each other, in the universe. And, basically trying to make things happen for themselves or for their family or for their entire community or whatever group setting they're in, whatever group or subgroup. Because the ones that are sitting around and gossiping, those are clearly the grasshoppers and not the ants, right? Because the ants are the ones going to bring in the harvest, and the grasshoppers are kind of the ones that want to sit around and just reap from it. So, I'm trying to think of how to word this. So, my thing is, well, it's not even my thing, it's just kind of like a general issue. It's like the number of men that want to break a female, or like the number of men who will not truly and fully commit to a female because he's busy just trying to harvest her divine energy, and by any means necessary, to the point that he's just abusing a female. And I'm like, that's a weak male. That's a very weak male, trying to use like fear and intimidation tactics, and trying to compete with a female. Like, if you're a dude competing with a female, you already lost, and vice versa. Like, especially like on the realm of physicality, it's a lose-lose situation for both of you. So it's just like, but the women, the thing is like, the women are the spiritual protection, the men are the physical. And in order to manifest on the physical, you need the spiritual, right? It's just like there's plenty of females that do well, the self-care and everything, all by themselves. They take care of their children, all by themselves. If they're given that they are left to their own devices and not being sabotaged in the background, right? There's only so much one can do. But they're like, if you see how happy of a woman is, and like, bitter and hating and like sitting up, like trying to get in somebody else's business and stuff like that, that is a woman, that is a happy person. She's just about her, doing what she needs to do to survive and or care for herself and heal herself and like, keep herself at a higher frequency. Those are women and men themselves. Don't say themselves. Those are women and men. But sometimes these communities, these cultures, subcultures, subcommunities, whatever, subgroups and subgroups, I don't even know how to word it right now. They are run by bitter, angry, jealous, and envious people who have put the illusion that they are the exact opposite, right? They are the exact opposite, and that kind of gets snuffed out by the real ones. But it's like when they feel like you're getting too close, that's when they start trying to like spiritually exile you, start the spiritual abuse and everything like that, and that mainly goes to the women because women are just more direct about it, like in that we're gonna say how we feel, and it'll be that's just how we feel. And sometimes it doesn't always come out right, but just know it's like usually just from the heart. There's not typically any manipulation behind it, but some people are so broken, how they feel is how they move in life, and that comes out in ways of trying to tear down another female. And bumpy road, trying to tear down another female, and being a saboteur in her life, or trying to be some kind of femme fatale or something like that. And they're not. They're just like really broken on the inside. Like I would rather. My thing is, if I can't help you, I'm damn sure not trying to hurt you. And I'm just like, okay, I'll just leave you alone then. If I feel like I could be detrimental to you, I'd rather leave you alone. Because like that's what the world needs, is for people to, become men and women in spirit as well. Like, because there's like, on the 3D, it's just like, a physical body, a timeline, it's just like from this age to this age, my brain was at this stage. For women, it's 25 when the brain fully develops. For men, it's 29. And that's why I say, as far as my romantic life, anything under 35 is really, I'm not really trying to invest too much time into. Of course, I could be proven wrong, because it's not about your age that gives you the maturity. It's about your experience and how you decided to grow from it, and what your takeaway was from that experience. And your takeaway will show how you decided to grow from it. And did you decide to heal, or did you decide to, try to kill things external to you? Right? Ride or die, right? So if you were riding for yourself, you healed. Your takeaway is your wisdom. And unfortunately, no matter the age, we still have old fools out there who have not healed. They acquired no wisdom from the lessons they were supposed to learn, and they will be repeating another cycle here on this planet. And this is a beautiful place to be trapped in your head in. This is a place that I could definitely get outside myself and just really just enjoy everything the Most High has placed before me, the blessings bestowed upon me by the Most High. And the happiness in women also stems from their own healing, their own takeaways from things. And so it's complex, but it's not, because it all starts from within. And then you will stop natural selection will start to take place, where you just don't have a desire, a taste for things that do not serve your greatest and highest good. I think I mentioned in the last video, and that goes on every stretch of the imagination. Right? It just doesn't serve my greatest and highest good, and it's just like I have no need for that. It can go, and it just gets shed off, like a cocoon. Just you stick your wings out, and then you stick your feet and antennas out, and then you fly out to wherever you're flying to, right? And I'm trying to like it's focusing on two different things at once, right? Again, so you could tell, because the women are connected to the 5D. Now, if the men have competed with her and broken her down and beaten her down so much to the point that she's just a 3D based chick, she is now a karmic, and that a karmic is not a happy female. No matter what appearance they try to give, no matter what their materials say, how much material stuff they have, they are not happy females. And like it goes, it's like, hey, happy people ain't hating people ain't happy. And that's just, it's simply put, it's that. So when a female is surrounded by like a bunch of hating ass dudes, she has to, she doesn't feel protected, right? She has to get into her masculine energy. And on the 3D, female dropping into her masculine energy is a dangerous thing for a man, right? Or a male. But it's more of a danger to a karmic male, a boy in a man's body, who wants the abilities and privileges of being a man, being called a man, but does not want to go through the rite of passage, right? And that's what the collective have done. We have become men and women in spirit, and we've gone through our rites of passage. And these karmics are, there's more and more, and I'm so happy to see it, so happy to hear it. Men and women that are just leaving karmics behind and getting with their divine counterpart, because they were going for the glitz and glamours, the illusion cast on the 4D above the 3D to, say that, oh, if it looks this way, right, then it is this way. It is what we say. And it's not always that, because like a lot of this material shit, it's just burdens. That's all it is. Like, okay, so they want to use materials to lord over your head, and that's like during the Carnegie phases, where it kind of all started, if I'm pinpointing correctly, because they were going off personality. Anybody can create personality. Who you are is what's authentic and what the world needs. And so really you're slapping the Most High Mother Nature in the face when you are not true and authentic to yourself, to your true self, right? And if your true self is like on a lower frequency, then you don't, and you're so busy casting illusions, you don't even see where you need to heal yourself. You don't even see where you need to heal. So you can't even see your own wounds. So, and that's the illusion. Like when you're busy covering it up with all these different material things they call wealth, these material burdens that they want you to believe are wealth. And I'm not saying just like go abandon your house and shit like that. I'm just saying do what's true to you, and you'll find your wish fulfillment. Be true to yourself. You'll find that wish fulfillment. Without a doubt, it won't miss you. What's for you won't miss you, but if you're not being yourself, it's gonna miss you all the way. Missed opportunities and all. And say, like they like to ask us that crazy ass question when we're younger. What do you see yourself in the future, 5 years from now? And some of the telling that's them trying to, the system is built to try to gauge your interest, so that there can be some handlers around, especially if they see that you're gifted, right? Some handlers around that particular field, that particular interest, and the interest that's around it. They got it so gridlocked that they lock themselves in it, and they're trapped. Versus, those of us who are true to ourselves, like whatever I'm passionate about, and when I'm true to myself. Because you could be passionate about something when you're not being true to yourself. You could be, but you're passionate about not being true to yourself, and whatever you're passionate in, you're starting to realize that. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully, I didn't word that wrong. But if you know, then you know, right? And you know that what you are passionate about when you're true to yourself will provide what is for you. So maybe, you can't afford, like as a man, you can't afford to provide for your, you can't afford to take a female out on a date, but you're still being true to you. You will attract somebody with the interest that complements that, or with surrounding interest that complements that, or people who can put you on the level that you need to be able to provide for that woman, and you both co-create together and you are happy. And, for your kids and things like that, it's should you create a family together, because there's a lot of karmic families that were created because, they have this and they have that. And a bachelor, yeah, you are ambitious. Great. Like me, I prefer, journeyman hands-on. That's how I got all my knowledge. It's like I've gotten paid for it, basically, to learn these skills, because I'm a great transmuter. It's like I learned how to fix cars. I got paid for it. I got a job. Started at the base level. Didn't have the education. I just